What is the worst reason someone has used to reject you? Welcome to WTF Red, the only Ask Reddit channel that will blow your mind. Like and subscribe right now to support Pepe's career as an independent musician. She was into really fat dudes, and I was only kinda fat. I like you too much. I look at you and think what an amazing mother you would be to our kids, and I don't want to be with someone I like that much. Edit. This had 7 upvotes before I went to bed. Thanks for all the commiserations. This was 15-ish years ago. So even though it took a while to get over, it's all good now. Turns out he was right. I'm a good wife and mother. Just not with him. My roommate's cat is really sick and needs to go to the vet. Can you take me home? I've got the only car in the house. 1 week later. Hey. How's the cat doing? What cat? If you're gonna lie, at least remember it for a week. I'm really into you. But I still think I want to be with my boyfriend for a few more months. But when he goes back to Pennsylvania, we can start going out. Bitch, I'm not a TV dinner. You can't pop me in the freezer and think I'll be ready to heat up when you're ready for me. When I was 14, my best friend wrote me a 2-page breakup letter. In the letter she explained that she needed to improve her social standing and that she couldn't do that and still be associated with me. She outlined her 14-step plan to become popular, and apparently step 3 was to cut ties with all her unpopular or weird friends. I only read a few lines before I gave it back and told her she was a moron. That it was a stupid plan and that she could do all that and still be unpopular. She just smiled sadly and wished me well in life. Unfriended me from everything and refused to even look at me for 2 months. Well, eventually she realized her plan was bullshit and that her relationship with the popular kids actually got worse because of it, sort of like the end half of Mean Girls, and came crawling back. I like to think I handled that whole situation with maturity and grace, but it really messed me up for a while, and it's still one of the most hurtful things a person has ever done to me. Edit. So she's still my best friend and I love her very much. Everybody does mean shit when they're kids. I did some pretty hurtful stuff to her as well during school. We're adults now, and we understand that there's more important shit than being popular. She's one of the greatest things in my life, and I'm lucky to have her. She still writes me 2-page letters and her handwriting is tiny. Also, what the fuck is up with all these teen girls writing breakup letters to their friends? We can't have all been that fucking dramatic? Exclamation mark. Didn't get asked out on a second date in college because my FP was too high. FP equals fat potential. I have lupus and the guy said, I don't want you to die before I do. He then proceeded to go for the crackhead with multiple DUIs. I felt like I was with a child because I have dwarfism. I don't blame her at all for feeling that way, and it's a totally justified reason to not feel attraction towards me. But fuck, did that do a number on my self-esteem. Edit. I'm 4 feet tall and I have achondroplasia, the same disproportionate form as Peter Dinklage. I don't speak English with a French accent, so I wasn't as exotic as they thought I would be. English isn't my first language, but neither is French, so I was quite confused. Edit. Spelling. Edit 2. Holy shit. This blew up. I'll try my best to respond to people. But to clear up a few things, my first language is Finnish, but speak both English and French fluently as I grew up in a French-speaking countries, but did half of my schooling in English. BC I went to an international school. You can see how this would add to my confusion, hahaha. My parents found out you're black *HANGSUP*. Edit. I was in 9th grade when this happened. We had been talking on the phone and texting for half of that year before he dropped this bomb on me. I ended up moving away, further south, and he called me out of the blue once we both moved out of our parents' house and into college dorms. Stupid me was reasoning with myself maybe moving out has broadened his horizons. Not even 2 minutes into the call he began laughing, asking why I sound like a black girl, and started mocking me. I've always received the exact opposite response. Wow. You talk so proper. Or you sound like a white girl. So yes. Indeed. They did me a favor. But it hurt nonetheless. This was in 2012. I don't like girls that play RPG. Says the lifelong RPG nerd. High school girlfriend broke up with me after 2 years saying it was God's will we break up. I got the privilege of being the C if I could do this relationship after a divorce. After doing the whole meet the family, talk about moving in, blah blah blah. Go out to dinner one night. They dropped to the effect of thanks for giving me the confidence to know that I can put myself out there again. As they explained it, they just needed to know if they could even go through the motions of a relationship. A guy who brought me to a coffee shop under the guise of a date and broke it off after we'd sat there for an hour talking about a movie he suggested I watch and told me he didn't think I could handle his anxiety. Turns out his anxiety was really another girl he was dating at the same time as me. I'd have just preferred the truth. Chick told me she couldn't date someone with as serious mommy issues as I did. My mommy issues was that she had died 2 months earlier. Edit. I didn't expect to get so many likes posting on a 6-hour-old post. I wanted it to be buried lol. Edit 2. I meant upvotes. I'm tired. It's almost 2 AM. My ex would cancel plans at the last minute and explain in great detail it was so that I'd be disappointed, which would make her feel guilty, which would in turn make the guilt a form of self-punishment for disappointing me in the first place, and also so that we wouldn't do the thing she wanted to do, which would make her disappointed by that fact as a further form of self-punishment for causing the disappointment, all of which would mean that I had inflicted negative emotions on her, that is, the guilt and disappointment, so that she could be angry about the whole thing. Mercifully that particular relationship didn't last too long. I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. Then a week later she's dating someone else. Just tell me the truth, that you don't want to date me. Hurts a lot less than being lied to like that. No reason given. Just ghosted me. Man the fuck up. Josh. Sorry, I only like tall boys. Is 6'1" not tall enough for you? I like you. I just can't handle your gay side. After she had outed me to my entire high school for being bi, she broke up with me after. Apparently I cared too much, and it just wasn't fair to him that he couldn't possibly care as much about me as I did for him. Fucked me up a bit. Because that's just how I am. But whatever. I care about people, and I'm sorry you were threatened by that. His exact words. I would date you, but I don't want my friends making fun of me for dating a fat chick. Years later and I think of this every time I look in the mirror. Edit. Me and the guy were hooking up at the time. I had zero intention of dating him as he was 2 years younger than me and did not give any indication that I wanted to date, which made the statement confusing. 4 years later, and the guy still saved my number and Snapchat. He hits me up when he's in town to hook up. I always say no. Last time he texted me was last week. What makes it gross is he has a GF and tries to cheat on her any chance he gets. I blocked his hash and Snapchat. Creeped out because he still thinks of me. Because you rejected me a few months ago. And even though I still like you, it's my turn to reject you. Finally something I can answer. I had a girl reject me, say I can't date you. Because what if we go on a date to somewhere with stairs? I'm in a wheelchair. In first grade my crush was asking around if someone could tie his shoes, because I guess he didn't know how to. Me wanting to tie his shoes and maybe talk to him said I'll tie your shoes. And then he just said these shoes are a different tie. One stupid reason. And one broken-hearted 6-year-old. You're a great woman and I know you'll make someone the happiest man on earth someday. But I also know that man is not me. He wised up. We'll have been married 13 years this September. Edited to add. He was getting over a divorce that he didn't want and was honestly not ready for a relationship despite really liking me. But, as weird as it sounds, I knew we were supposed to be together. 48 hours after we met I was thinking, I really like this guy a lot. It was a bit scary, TBH. Because I was so sure, and he was still getting over his divorce. In the army. Deploying. Etc. In the end, I just stayed in touch. I wrote him when he was deployed. I called when he came back. I did date a few guys, but I always felt like I was cheating, so it didn't work out. He dated a couple other girls who he ultimately realized he was comparing to me. That's when he realized he wanted me, not his ex-wife. Or these other girls. It was 7 months between breaking up and getting back together. It was a weird path, but ever since that realization, it's been wonderful. He says he's very lucky I was still interested when he went out with a girl on 3 dates, just her and I, only to be told, "I thought you were just being friendly." Thanks for tuning in for this WTF Red episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the one and only Ask Reddit channel that will blow your mind every time.